All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here. We're live here at Talladega Motor Speedway. Man, it's going to be awesome. TRRL Challenger Series here. Joe White up here in the booth, and I'm accompanied by Andrew Canelli. Andrew, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing all right, Joe. Yeah, I just got out of the hardline race, and that was something.
Yeah, it was a thriller over there. Richmond International Speedway under the lights, man. Those guys, man, put on a show. And a long, grueling 175 lap race there. But, man, we have got tonight here. That's, I think it's going to be a good one. And right now, did a little qualifying. Looks like man on point as qualifying Sean Mears. So let's actually, I'm going to go through the top 10 here, grid in order real quick. These guys, man, are coming out here tonight, putting it on pole. Sean Mears right there. Ray Richards starting in second. Mark Richter in third. Austin Lonays in fourth. Travis Lonays in fifth. Christopher Matthews sixth. Grayson Trexler seventh. Ryan W. Daniels in eighth. Aiden Young ninth. John Furshin Jr. 10th. Justin R. Anderson 11th. David Keynes 12th. Corey Blevins right there 13th. Bucky Burton 14th. Brent Scott rounds up the top 15 field here. We get the old style trucks here. Andrew, these guys, man, are going to, I'm going to say I'll put it to the wind here. We're going to see a lot of bumper to bumper, side by side action.
Yeah, it should be an exciting race. It's looking like they have as many fast repairs as they need, so we should see a lot of exciting racing.
Yeah, absolutely. As these guys, man, are, you know, it's going to be a typical plate style race here. As I mean, you're going to see a lot of drafting, a lot of things, and then, yeah, folks, you were saying it right. That is the old style truck. It's not the Toyota. It's not the Chevy. Well, actually, it is the Chevy, but they're all the Chevys tonight. It's the older style truck that iRacing has out here. So we're at Talladega Super Speedway, 2.66 miles of a monstrous track. Not 100% sure on what kind of speeds these things are going to get to. Don't know if you know right off there, Andrew.
I would guess these will be getting about the same speed as the new trucks, but they'll be, I believe, a little more squirrely. So it should be really exciting to see these guys wheel these things around here.
Oh, okay, good deal. Well, I'll tell you what, man, right now, man, up front looking pretty good, and going to get set here, man, to say we got 70 laps here. That could go by pretty quick, could take a little bit of long time here. All depends on these guys. You know, I haven't, it's been a long time since I've drove them. Been a while on my end since I've drove these trucks. Don't know about you, but so I don't know how the handling of it in a draft. I mean, you can obviously see them. The biggest difference I see with this truck and the new style truck is look how much higher in the air these trucks sit than the other ones.
Yeah, I mean, I stay out of pickup cup races if I can, but these definitely sit a lot higher, and that's where I'm thinking these should be a little bit more squirrely than the new ones, but they should suck up just the same.
Good deal. Well, I'll tell you what, man, I appreciate Andrew coming up here in the booth with me here tonight, helping me out here in this race, because, well, we just got done with a thriller over there at Hardline Racing, 175 laps at Richmond International Speedway under the lights. Well, it was one heck of a race, and I loved every minute of calling it. But these guys, man, are about to put it to the wind themselves here as we're at Talladega Motor Speedway. About to get set here as that pace car's coming out of turn number 4. Gonna head off in a tri-oval, gonna do that hard left turn off on pit road. And I'm gonna say gonna send these mini style monster trucks here tonight flying around this huge super speedway at Talladega. So getting set here, pace car is off on pit road. They're gonna slow pace it all the way down here, long, long, long front stretch before the green flag flies here. The first lap. That man out point there. He's going to take him to the wind here. That big old purple machine is here. We got a green flag in the air. Sean Mears out front in the 44. Ray Richards right behind him. Andrew, I'll tell you what, this is what we're going to see all race long. These guys are going to be nose to tail and 2x2 all the way around this track. Did I lose you?
No, we're good. One sec, Chuck.
And anybody knows, man, Andrew, he's a little new to all this. You give him a little time, he'll learn. right now. Look at them, 3 wide, 2 wide, nose to tail. They storm off down into turn number 1. Man, what a feat right there just to watch. They got a little bit separated there, but up front they are still battling it out. Love every minute of watching this plate style racing. Sean up front, 3 wide up front there, 2 wide in the back. Look at the action, 3 wide. Sean's taking it out front. Andrew, boy, they're 3 wide stacked, 2 deep, man, up front.
Yeah, sorry about that a minute ago, Joe, but these guys, they got 3 wide real quick, and it's going to kill that outside line for a second. And that's why you saw Sean Meyer go right back out point by about a car length, but here comes that outside line again. Yeah, it is. Outside line, storm to the outside, man, a Bass Pro Shop. Well, I'll tell you what, getting some good shots here. Ray Richard, man-to-man on the outside. Sean on the inside. Look at Aiden Young right there, the 69 machine. He's looking very good. Trying to pull it out. Point. Oh, we got a big one. Yeah, that's going to take him out early. Yeah. Well, they still reckon. But that one looks like a 44 Ray Richard. Just a little bit like you just said earlier on there. These guys, man, get a little bit wiggly. Let's watch the inside here and see what happens on this on the replay. They were storming off on the back stretch. Hey, what's going on out there, AJ, in the chat, man? Appreciate you stepping in, because, well, I'll tell you what, you came in to look at the thriller. These guys are about to put it to the wind. They got a little dicey. 44 got clipped there. All she wrote, nowhere to go, man. You know, just once you get hit here, everything happens so fast. Yeah, that actually brings me to what I was going to bring up. The side draft is going to be important in this race. You're going to see the top line really surge ahead out of the corners. And especially with that side draft, you should see cars swapping the lead all race, especially using that top line to get out front. And absolutely right there. Well, Sean Muir out front. Aiden Young right there in second. Justin R. Anderson in third. Christopher Matthews fourth. Bucky Burke sitting in fifth. And I'm telling you what, Christopher Matthews, he's a stalker, man. That man's always following me around. Yeah, he's a good racer. He's been doing a lot of races lately. It's good to see him up front so far. Absolutely. Well, he races over to Racing Freaks on Saturday nights with the Cup Series there. Teammate of Robert Moyer Jr. And Robert Moyer runs a good ship, tight ship over there. Racing Freaks, sponsored by Stock Car Racing Experience. Will be another late night with him tomorrow night, because actually, you know, the real Cup race is actually tomorrow. So what they do is normally they have their race, which is around 9 o'clock, like normal time. But since the race is on Saturday, they actually push the race up. So it'll be 11:15 tomorrow night. So before we go, you know, green flag over there for Racing Freaks. And they do that so the guys can watch the real race. Very respectful, man. And I kind of like that. Yeah, that's actually really cool that they do that. Well, Andrew, since I got you up here in the booth, man, you got a cool website, man, don't you? Yeah, so tndesigns.weebly.com is putting on a nice little special right now for the Patriotic Times this month and into July. If you head over to our website or our page, you can inquire about a patriotic banner for both the new Camping World truck and the Xfinity car. And if you donate to an awesome charity like Mission 22, Wounded Warriors Project, something like that, and you give us proof of donation, we'll put anything you want on there. Otherwise, we're going to put TN Designs on there. It's just, it's a, what's the word, Joe? I guess it's an incentive to get you to donate to some awesome charities and actually get some money going into these awesome causes. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's good cause there, man. Just doing some good things. Like I say, TN Designs, check them out, man, on the website there if you're looking for a paint job, an iRacing, or maybe they'll come out and actually paint your car if you wanted to. I don't know. Andrew, man, he's a cat of all traits. Yeah, that's again, that's tndesigns.weebly.com or TN Designs on Facebook. Our paints start at about $5 each. If they're more complex, of course, they can go a little higher, but we do try and keep it lower price so that just about anyone can afford it. Man, that's a good cause right there. That's good, man. Because I tell you what, you know, there's a lot of painters out there. You know, I won't take anything away from anybody, man, that does graphics design or anything and all that, because it does take a lot of work and effort. I'm no artist, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, no, I mean, as far as the guys that charge more, that's totally fine. Just like with any industry, if the people putting the product out want to charge more, that's totally fine. It's, you know, It's up to whatever they think is the right price. We just like to keep it more affordable is all.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. I'll tell you what, we're under caution here, Talladega Motor Speedway. And huge 2.66 mile track. And folks, yeah, you're looking at it right. We're using the old style trucks out here. All Chevys, all same thing, all fixed setups. Everybody's on the same playing field here. Talladega Super Speedway, though, TRRL Challenger Series here tonight. And it'll look pretty darn good as check us out here on YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitch, and Twitter. I call it Tweeter, but whichever one you want to call it.
Yeah, so I think these guys are at 1 to green here.
They are, man. Lights off on the pace cars, heading to turn number 3 here. You know, right now, that Sean Muir is looking pretty good, but he's got Aiden Young on that outside, and I think that outside is going to look very good right there. Christopher Matthews, this is anybody style race. Bucky Burt's right there in 4th. John Furshin Jr., I've seen him pull it off a win at Daytona back at the USRL T-Rex Grills Truck Series. The pace car's coming out of turn number 4. Is going to take that hard left turn on pit road. And again, going to do that slow march to the green flag here. Going to be lap 6 of 70, folks. Action can pick up very quickly here at Daytona because, I mean, these trucks, like what Andrew was talking about earlier, can get very wiggly very fast. Pace car's in, and we're almost set to take the green flag here again. Sean Muir out front. Looking good. Slow, slow, slow. Order green flag in the air. Lap 6. They are storming off down into turn number 1 again as a blister, man, past the start-finish line. And they fly off down into turn number 1. Andrew, these guys, man, are still stacked 2 by 2 all the way back.
Yeah, these lines are going to fall off when they get sorted out, but I think give it a couple laps, we're going to see 2 wide racing again as these guys get kind of single file here out of 2.
Yeah, they do right there, Shane. Sean, I'm going to call him Sean Muir. I think that's how you pronounce his name. We'll get a confirmation later on. Right now, he's got Christopher Matthews just stuck all over the tailgate. He says a tailgate party up front. He's been it done, big style right there. John Furshin Jr. right behind him. Bucky Burt right there in that 25 machine. He's trying to peek on the outside, maybe keeping that machine a little cool. Aiden Young right there in 5th. Man, some action right here. Bucky Burt takes it to the outside. He's going to try it.
Yeah, so you saw that exact thing I was talking about earlier. Bucky Burt came out of the corner a little bit higher than, I believe that is 3rd, but not sure on the number there, but he was a little bit higher and got that run out of 4 and just got right alongside of him, used that side draft to get even farther aside of him.
There he is with a 34, Christopher Matthews. He's went up there for some help. They bringing the Air Force to the front. DuPont Chevy behind him. Another 24 machine right there on the back deck. He's got 3 trucks up top, 4 trucks down low. They are door to door storming down the back stretch here. Man, this is what you're going to see all race long. These cats, man, are going to put it to the wind here. Talladega Motor Speedway as Christopher Matthews tries to storm to the front, but Sean Muir, man, has none of it.
Yeah, but I think the 34 and 25 up top are going to get a run here, but Sean Meyer is definitely trying to just stick it out on the bottom and take control of this, really.
Cool deal. I think that's how you say it is Meyer. I don't know if it's Muir or Meyer.
Yeah, I think that's Sean Meyer, I think is how you pronounce that, but we should check with him on that, though.
Yeah, we'll get with him at the race sometime. I always like trying to get with him. It's just like Andrew Canelli, man. I can't say his last name right, so...
Yeah, my name is, it's an interesting one. The pronunciation that the family goes with is Cardinale, but...
Yeah, see, you got that roll off the tongue. See, man, listen at it, folks. You got that Italian. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's not the easiest one to say. Half the time, no one can spell it right either, so it's all right.
Well, right now, man, these cats out here are putting it to the wind. There's a 3-truck breakaway up front. You got 3 trucks on the outside. Well, awful dicey there as they switch positions. Christopher Matthews trying to go low. Don't know where to go. Right there on the outside, though. Look at the number 24 machine. He fires on the outside there, trying to bring it to the... Actually, that's a 24 is like a 34.
That is the 24 of Corey Blevins. But he is 1 lap down.
Okay. Well, he's holding his own, but he also understands this. If he can stay up there, caution comes out, he gets a lucky dog, gets back out there. And a lot of people think, well, man, he's a lap down, he just got out the way. Well, hey, if he can maintain pace with these guys, he's got all the right in the world to stay up there and fight with them. As long as he's not hindering the leaders or anything. And right now, he's been able to hold up right there and looking very good. 69, Aiden Young right there behind him looking good. as these, man, they are still nose to tail, stacked 2-2. Going into the turn here, the tri-oval. Lap number 10 of 70 in the books. Man, what a race so far.
Yeah, this is a good one, side by side. I'm honestly surprised the 24 and 69 can't get up past the 00 on the bottom, but I think they need more organization and push behind the 69 even to really get up there, but they should be able to do it by the end of the race.
Yeah, it looks like we got a huge pack, man, up front, and then we got several trucks in the back that was lost draft or whatnot. Most notably, Ryan W. Daniels way off the pace. Don't know what happened back there. Mark Ricker off the pace back there. He's got some help with Brent Scott in the back, but then you got Austin Lonays, Travis Lonays trying to work together. You got a huge pack, man. The front 7 trucks up front, side by side. And we talked about it here a minute ago, Andrew, and you just mentioned that outside lane. Yeah, you're right. Does not look like that outside lane.
And there they go.
Oh, and that's it. Yep, Aiden Young's in the wall. Bucky Burke hard into the wall. Wow, that's a huge one.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Corey Blevins didn't want, because it looked like he got sideswiped there, too.
Wow. Yeah, he definitely didn't want that, because now he does not get the lucky dog. But Ryan W. Daniels might, unless he got involved in that. So we're going to see right here real quick what happened on the replay for the viewers out there. and it's what you were talking about. I mean, these trucks are so... Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, the 15 just gave a little bump in the tri-oval when he did. Is all she wrote. Everything happened so quick, and I tell you what, somebody better go get 911 for Bucky Burke out there. He just took a flip, went rolling on down through there like a paint can. Ah, man, just that's a hard one. As old Ryan would say, pile up in turn 1.
Yeah, I mean that wreck there with the 15 pushing, I believe it's below still. It wasn't really anyone's fault. It's more just a racing thing here in Talladega. But I'm looking at Corey Blevins, and he's shown ahead of the leader. I'm not sure if he's going to pick up the pace car or if he went by it. But he was actually out front of all the rest of the cars that got through that. So we'll have to see what happens here.
Yeah, no doubt. A lot of torque cars, and that's how fast it happens here at Talladega, folks. It's plate style racing. You never know. Anything can happen here. I mean, it's a huge 2.66 mile track. We're at lap 12 of 70, and you know, it's also an unknown too, Andrew, that you know, we're working with the older style truck. It handles different, it drafts different, and you can't put it in the same spots that the newer style trucks, the Toyota and the Chevy is.
Yeah, these are rarely used, especially on these plate tracks, but there is a much more prevalent crown on the front of the bumpers, which means there's more curve. So if you don't hit a guy just right, the curve of your bumper is going to end up hooking him much more easily.
Absolutely. Alright, well.
The good news here with this race, though, is with all these fast repairs, everyone should be able to just keep right in this pack of about 15 trucks.
Nice. Good deal. Hang on just a second. I'll check my sound up. What's going on, John? How you doing? John Wimbish out there in the chat. Oh, he says, what's up, pimps? Yeah, well, we're up here calling a race, man. What you doing?
Yeah, why ain't John up here taking my place right now? Alright, well, hopefully everything went well there.
Alright, well, just checking out the sound. Look how the stream looks for everybody out there. I want to appreciate everybody coming out here, checking out this awesome action. This TRRL Challenger Series here, old style trucks. Guys are putting on a good show here. Lap 13 of 70. That's typical plate style racing. And right now, David Kane's man out front. Austin Lonays, Travis Lonays. Second, third. Yeah, John Ben League racing tonight. What's going on, Toby? How you doing? Hey, got forward. Not bad, man. Good deal. What track was y'all at tonight? Oh, you run out of fuel, man. Take shame on you. So who's your favorite tonight, Andrew?
Well, I'd have to say my favorite in this race is going to be one of the Lone Ice brothers. I think is how you say their name. Or,
Yeah,
honestly, Corey
Lonays, I think it is
Blevins.
Lonays or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I never really figured their names out, but one of them two, or I'd have to say Corey Blevins, even though he's in the back right now. He's a really patient racer. I think he can get up there.
All right. Well, let's see.
Although I don't think you can really bet against the plate track king himself, Ryan W. Daniels.
Ryan W. Daniels, the ringer, man. Plate track king. Yeah. Definitely don't want to ever bet against him. Oh yeah. Let's losing money.
He's got a reputation to keep here, don't he?
Absolutely. Well, hey, ain't bad. Charlotte, man, 134 laps, awesome. Well, about to get set here to go back green flag racing here, Andrew, man. We're going to be lap 15 when they cross the line this time by. These guys, man, are headed shooting off down the back stretch and forming it up here to send these machines flying around this huge super speedway.
I tell you what, real quick, both of those Lone Ice trucks look really good, just sticking out like a sore thumb, really bright. I really like that Sundrop truck, though.
Absolutely. Caught me with a cookie in my mouth, man.
It's all good. Yeah, that Sundrop truck is really nice.
Yeah, I like that. Well, I also like what he's got on the back of it. Krispy Kreme. I love donuts now. You know, so we got Sundrop on the front, Krispy Kreme on the back. I'd definitely be following him around this darn track, especially if he's giving away donuts. But right now, David Kane's man out front. Austin right there in second. Travis right behind him in starting in third. Christopher Matthews in fourth. Ray Richards right there. Gets set. Pull the belts up. Green flag in the air, folks, here. Talladega Motor Speedway. It takes about a lap or so for these trucks to get up to speed. Once they do, they're like roaring freight trains, man, around here. And boy, it is a screaming demon, so to speak. And right now, look at that pack up there, 2 by 2. They're on each other's tails from nose to back. And
Christopher Matthews in the wall. That was a hard hit, too.
No caution because they didn't get involved with anything else, so that's hate to see that on his end right there. Oh man, they are 3 wide up front, Andrew.
Yeah, sorry, I switched back to Matthews right there just to see what happened. Cool. He just got hooked in the left rear by the, I believe it was the 25 behind him. No harm, no foul, though.
No, it ain't, but boy, I tell you what, they were 3 wide right there. A little bit dicey. That was Bucky Burke, I believe, on the outside, that 25 machine. He is trying to hold up there with Austin and that number 9 right there. As Ray Richards on the inside. They're going to need some help, though, because there's only 2 trucks versus all 4 or 5. Look how dicey these trucks are out there in the draft.
Oh, yeah, they're bouncing around everywhere. These actually remind me of the Xfinity cars. If you remember the MNTS race from Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
It reminds me a lot of that race right now.
Yeah, everybody said those cars were, like, evil.
Oh, yeah, I ran some B6 races, and they were really sketchy.
Man, well, right now, look at that. 2 by 2, nose to tail, 3 wide behind them. Is that going to work right there with the way these things... Oh, is he going to hang on to it? Ray Richards.
He is in the air. I don't think he hung on to that one at all.
Well, it brought the caution out. Wow, that's surprising. Normally, it would not bring one out. They're way off on the apron like that. So let's go back and watch the replay. I got a feeling the theme here is the trucks, like you just said, are so dicey, and it's only going to take one little move. I mean, look at these guys, man, jockeying around here. And Bucky Burke flying through the middle, and yeah, he just got a little bit loose, pushed up, bumped just a little. Unfortunately, the 00 there, he was there right in the air. Man, somebody give that man a headache medicine because he's going to need it after that hit.
Yeah, I think he may want to go over to Austin and get a sun drop and just relax after that one. That was a really, really hard hit for him and the 44 who went flying.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Man, well, And the caution again here, and a lot of people probably thinking, you got to be kidding me, man. What is wrong with these guys? They can't drive or something. No, folks, it's just like I say, it's a different animal. This truck's a different animal than the other ones. I mean, it's plate track racing anyways, which, you know, brings to it its own set of skills, so to speak. But when you put that with the older style truck, yeah, anything can happen.
Yeah, the back end tends to sit a lot lower and the front end higher, so it does take a little bit of air off the rear spoiler, so that's going to also make them squirrely. But it seems like a lot of these guys just aren't quite used to not being able to push as hard with these trucks, because like I mentioned, there's that more prevalent crown on the front, so it's easier to catch someone's bumper and hook them around, and I think that's what's happening so far.
Well, John Wimmis out in the chat asked where the ringer is. Right now he's sitting in 5th. He was in the back hanging out somewhere. I don't know, he was driving around, and I guess he was playing his animated game that he loves playing, visual novel. So unlimited fast repairs, I'm not sure. What'd you see out there, Andrew?
Yeah, some of these guys were mentioning 255, which is unlimited fast repairs before the race started. So, like I said, it'll keep these guys together, but it does also enable a lot more wrecks. But with 15 trucks, I think we can manage that.
Yeah, that's the thing, too. Well, here's another thing that does do. It brings a different mentality of, well, hey, I can just overdrive the truck when you know that, well, I don't have anything to worry about. I can come back down on the track. So this is the first race, filling out period for this style of series. Pleasure 8 race series here. I believe it was 8 12 races. I had to go back and look at the schedule. Apologize for not knowing that.
I think Bucky was saying earlier it's 12.
Yep, okay, that's what I was thinking. I wasn't 100% sure. I won't say no wrong. You know, we can always go back and check it. So, yeah, you're right. I believe it's 8 race schedule here, and I want to appreciate you letting them do this here. I know it's late night. He's gearing it more for West Coast guys. Hey, but obviously if you're a late nighter and love staying up late, I mean, hey, come on out.
Yeah, this is catching us West Coast guys, and we're not quite as tired, but the East Coasters, like I believe Ryan W. Daniels, he just might not be on his game. I think that might be what's holding him that plate track king in the back right now, although he is at the 5th.
He is in 5th. Yeah, hang on to it right there. He might surprise us tonight. You know, I gotta give him a little credit. I don't want to give him too much because the head won't be able to get out the truck, man. If we do, we'll have to end up cutting the top off and have a convertible truck. But yeah, so I want to keep it kind of a little on the low down.
Yeah, but hey, we're almost a third of the way into this race already, which generally with plate tracks they're geared a little bit longer, at least in the league races that I've been with. So this is moving right along, even with the cautions.
It is. I mean, right now we're at lap 19. Yeah, John said, yeah, I love the lighting up. Yeah, me too. Hey. Yeah, I'm in the morning light too myself, man. I'm up late, so I'm with you.
Ryan just came over the mic saying I think we were referencing us, talking about him being the plate track king.
Oh yeah, well yeah, yeah. Well, we tell Ryan, man, look, he's got Golden Corral out there. Hope he ain't ate too much, man, on the buffet tonight. So that won't slow him down too much. So, like I said, we don't want to talk about him too much because he get his head swelled. He won't be able to get out that darn thing by the end of it. Heck, even if he does manage to find a way to get in the top 3 and stumble up in the booth, he wouldn't be able to make it up in the booth. So, you know.
Yeah, we don't want him sitting over at the chocolate fountain later at Golden Corral getting mad at us, you know.
That's right. That's right. There you go. Well, yeah, two from 500. Man, I want to appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. For both races, man, doubleheader night here. We had a long one over there at Richmond International Speedway. Andrew didn't do too bad. That's just a tough track, tough car, tough combination. 175 laps over there, hardline racing. And I want to congratulate Bronson Stafford for pulling that win off over there. Awesome, man. And right here, man, we got a good one. For lap 20, by the time we go green flag racing, probably going to be lap 22 of 70. Old style trucks, TRRL Challenger Series, Talladega Motor Speedway. huge super speedway. So I want to appreciate everybody, and I want to appreciate Andrew coming up here in the booth with me.
Yeah, no, thanks for the opportunity. I've been watching all these races, even though I've been in all of them, or most of them, and been wishing I could get up here for at least a race with you.
Yeah, no doubt. Work for me because the wife gets. Yeah, hey, there to get wet. See, that's me too, man. My wife, she works during the day, and yeah, I'll send her to bed and we good. Well, it's always good, man, to see everybody out there chatting up Cool Breeze. And I don't know, like I said, man, we got David Caines, he's a man out front, Bucky Burke there. But what we've seen so far is exactly what you said, Andrew. These trucks, man, tend to just get awful wiggly with a side draft, and very, like what you said with those Xfinity cars, just very ill handling and jump around a lot, and you just, you know, kind of unsettling feeling.
Yeah, you know, everyone knocks on Pickup Cup for going to Daytona '07, but I think it's kind of showing why. These trucks seem like they're a lot harder to push with, and so Daytona '07 with all its bumps does kind of discourage pushing. So I think that might be a good place to take these trucks if you're going to go plate racing.
Yeah, you got a point there. Talladega obviously is not as smooth as what Daytona, well, the new, and that's what they're on, the newer style, repaved, so to speak, Daytona, as opposed to the '07 Daytona, which is like what you were referring to. It does have a lot more bumps to it. Like you said, with those bumps, you don't tend to get up on the back end of anybody. It's almost like Rockingham. You wouldn't want to get up on the back end of somebody with bumps in the turns because you don't know what the car or truck's going to do. Here, as smooth as it is, man, you can just lay the bumper to somebody, and sometimes you might hit them at the wrong spot going into a turn or the tri-oval.
Yeah, the tri-oval is really a tricky spot to push because you're going to get a false security coming out of 4 of just how smooth the track is, and then you're going to go into 4, or sorry, not into 4, but into the tri-oval, and you're really cranking that wheel when the truck is really loaded onto the right side, and you're going to push, especially going over some of the bumps down at the bottom, and you're going to have a wreck real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the lights are off on the pace cars. We're heading off down to the bad stretch here, and I tell you what, this guy's going to 2x2 and storm into turn number 1 to put the hammer down. But all V8 man power that these guys got under the hood around this huge monster of a track. And I tell you what we can do on this startup here, Andrew. We like to call this a speed cam. That's what we do is, man, we let these guys listen to the sights and sounds of these guys, man, storm around this track for a couple laps. Let the viewers out there listen to it, man. So we're going to get ready for that, as John T. Wimmish would say, speed cam. Man, I tell you what, folks, right there, 3 wide, 2 wide, man, and I tell you, if that does not get your heart pumping, man, your hair raised up, don't know what is, and like I always say, you might Monday morning want to get the doctor's appointment, have them check you out, because, well, there's a possibility you might be dead. But right now, we was talking about it, me and Andrew was up front. You got Ryan W. Daniels calling the ringer. He's got that number 36 machine on the outside, trying to fire it on all 8 cylinders. Bucky Burke's out front. He's got help, though, behind him by Eden Young. Corey Blevins on the outside. These trucks, man, are stacked 2 to 2. And they storm off into the tri-oval this time by. Going to be lap 26 of 70.
Yeah, and it's a big Jeff Gordon DuPont party right out front, though. We've got Corey Blevins up top in the 24. He just moved down. And then Bucky Burt in the 25, both running Jeff Gordon Rainbow Speed. And there they go, Ryan W. Daniels.
Yep, ouch. And Ryan Daniels takes a ride on the back stretch right there. Wow. Well, kind of had a feeling it was coming. Let's go back on the replay. And basically what that was, folks, that's just bump drafting in the turns. And it just does not work in any style racing.
Yeah, that one was bad, but I feel like we got to give a shout out to Ryan W. Daniels' famous quote, "Pile up in turn 2, Joe."
Yeah, pile up in turn 2, man, and it was, boy, trucks everywhere, and he might want to get his motion sickness pill after that one because, wow.
Yeah, I think this is where Ryan just needs to go to the chocolate fountain for a minute.
Yeah, that one's tore up bad, but he's trying to get it back. Like I say, no harm, no foul, because, man, they got some fast fixes. They'll be able to get these things put back together. Get it back out there and try again. Wow.
Yeah, these guys are they're making it exciting, but they're costing themselves some wrecks and whatnot. But again, it's actually really exciting watching it from up here.
Oh yeah, yeah, I love it, man. Appreciate everybody coming out here tonight. As like I say, man. The hardline racing, man, had a heck of a race earlier on. Richmond International Speedway, 175 laps there under lights. Had the Xfinity cars. I'm going to tell you, those things were a handful. But we're here at Talladega. Loving every minute of it. TRRL Challenger Series. And we're going to be at lap, probably by the time we go back to green flag, going to be almost lap 29 or lap 30 here or 70. It's old style trucks. Hard handling style trucks, I'm gonna say, so it definitely is not gonna be the easiest thing in the world to handle.
I'm not sure if Ryan, I guess Ryan barely beat that pace car. It was really close.
Yeah, he's showing him he beat it. Wow, yeah, that was close.
But on the other hand, we have my pick, Corey Blevins out front, and it kind of makes sense. You'd be patient with these, it looks like, and well, in that hardline race, like you were talking, those were some really tough to drive cars. Really, the Xfinity car with so little downforce at Richmond, period, is tough, but it felt like it was a little more so, which it was weird because it was nighttime.
Yeah, absolutely. I got another cookie in my mouth.
Well, you might as well share at least what cookie you're eating.
Keebler soft batch.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
some chocolate chip cookies actually sound good right now. You know, maybe one of these days I'll just pop into one of these races with a chocolate chip cookie truck.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, we do have one of them over Extreme. It's a milk and cookies truck, our car, that Tyler Sifford drives. Yeah, his mom said if he ever wins a race over there, it's going to give milk and cookies. So we got Matthew.
There's a good reason to really try. I mean, mom's cookies? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no doubt, man. Shoot. Then we got Matthew Eden, I think it is, over on the Facebook side. He's pulling for Sean.
For Sean Meyer, the 00?
Yep.
Yeah, he was looking good earlier, that bright purple truck. But he, after that wreck with the 44, he's just been kind of in the back, but he's working his way up now.
Well, it's a long race, too. And here's his thing you got to look at. Really, I mean, that's a smart strategy. And so far, it looks like what's happening is these things are very tough. And, Lone Star out there in chat said, bumping is hard to take with these style trucks. True, and they are. So it might not be a bad strategy to hold back. I mean, it's only lap 28 to 70. Got a long way to go here at this track. Normally people would be like, oh, there ain't many laps. that's at least, what, 30 some, roughly.
Yeah, we're only
30, 50.
we're on lap 29 right now. We're 2 to green, I believe.
Yeah,
So we still have a little ways to go. So we're a little more than a third of the way in, though. So, and 70 laps, if they were to go green, which it would never happen, would be about an hour anyways. So add in some yellows, and it'll be a little bit, but these guys are chugging along.
Absolutely. Yeah, Bucky Burkman out there, pick me. Hey, you're supposed to be driving instead of texting.
Yeah, both those Gordon trucks up front, though, are looking good. They're looking like they're up front and asserting themselves. However, I don't know if it's coming across on yours, but I'm seeing a little bit of front-end damage on both.
A little bit of front-end damage on it, and also a little back-end damage on Bucky Burke's machine.
Yeah, so I mean, that could play into who takes the lead on this restart. Of course, front-end damage is going to basically act like a parachute and slow you down, so I would look for the 44 or 15 to get right on by him and take control. But, of course, if the 25 or 24 get in behind someone, they'll be able to suck up just like any other time, because it's, you know, they're not as aero-dependent when you're behind someone.
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan, unfortunately, I did not jump in as a spotter with anybody. I actually just jumped in as a spectator, so I have to get the interviews after the race. Kind of when I just was kind of in a push for time a little bit, so I just kind of jumped in as a spectator. That's why I haven't done any in-car interviews yet. So maybe next week, everything goes good, we'll get in and do it that way.
All right, well, lights are off on the pace car. These guys are going to double up here and go back green for, I think, 45 laps left, if I'm correct.
Let's see, 70, what, 20 and 20?
Yeah, I think because we're on lap 30 now, so yeah, we'll have 45 to go when we take the green. Corey Blevins.
45, man, how you get 45?
Oh, 75 minus 30, right?
No, it's 70.
Oh, it is 70.
Yeah, you start doing my math, man, when I'm up here, man, with John.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for some reason I was adding 5 laps.
Yeah, you add 5 laps to it. These guys be like, man, we're going to be here all night.
Yeah, we did just run 175 in hardline, though, so that might be where I'm getting it.
Yeah, no doubt.
So, correction, 40 laps to go with both Gordon trucks out front. And Sean Meyer, the pole sitter, is sitting back there in 6th.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely, man. Well, like you just said, man, the lights sitting on the pace car about to head off here. Look very good doing it.
Real quick, I think I just noticed a Carolina Panthers logo on each side of that number 9 truck.
That's right, man. Heck yeah, there you go. We like those.
So I think he's just trying to get interviews later on in the season then from you with Krispy Kreme and the Panthers on the car.
Yeah, man. There you go. Well, we'll see what he can do right here. John Ferguson Jr. sitting there in the number 3 spot. Ray Richard right behind him. It's Corey Blevins, man, out front. Bucky Burt right there beside him. Pace car shoots off down pit road here. Gonna send these machines a storming on. Gonna hammer through the gears and put the pedal to the metal here. It's real slow as the green flag's gonna fly. Gonna be lap 31 of 70 here in the books tonight. TRRL Challenger Series here, folks. They storm off into turn number 1. You gotta love the sound of those motors as they start to head up through the gears and gets it cranking. Man, look how dicey they are out there, though.
Yeah, these guys are already moving around a whole bunch and 3 wide in the back, so this should be another crazy exciting restart. And just like I said, the 15 is looking like he might be able to get outside of the 24 and get right out front.
Yeah, he is. Right now, the inside lane is definitely going to storm down the back stretch here as no help for Bucky Burke on the outside until he goes way back in the back. Maybe get that outside lane and come to the front. Right there, though, Corey Blevins. He has got John Ferguson Jr. right there behind him. Looking very good. Ray Richard, though, man, has got that dead pull. And he's hoping, man, that his truck ain't dead by the time the night's over with. They're 3 wide in the back, though.
Yeah, I would watch this 00 and 44 come right back for it. Right back to it, even though they got wrecked earlier.
Absolutely right there. Nose to tail up front, man, and a freight train right behind him all the way back in the back. They're 2 and 3 wide back there battling it out. You got the 9 machine along with the, thinking that's the 64, Grayson Trexler.
Yeah, and we got a few guys jumping out of line in the back, but this is mostly single file. You see Aiden Young now going with Bucky Bird on the top, but these guys got singled out real quick.
Yeah, they did. I think that's a good move. And talk about Sean Muir right there. He's looking good. He's coming back to the front. He's in 4th spot right there, right along with Ray Richard up front. Looks like these front guys are maybe calmed down a little bit, hopefully, but that outside lane, and here come old Ryan Daniels trying to push it up to the front. As I say that, I don't think that outside lane's going to give up on trying to just ride around.
Yeah, if you notice, aside from the 15 on the back end of the 24, that whole inside line is giving a lot more space, which I think is a really good move on their part to not wreck someone.
Well, another thing is too, and Corey Blevins moves up high. He's going to get split,
in that
man.
Sucker hole. He tried to play Pied Piper, and it didn't work.
He ain't lying. He went up high, man, to try to catch it. Didn't catch it in time. They just stormed right on by him.
And rising wall.
Well, I'll tell you what, the old king and restrictor plate's not having the night he wants. I told you, man, he got a hold of a bad chicken leg.
Yeah, we got to get him back into the top 10 so the kids can eat free, you know?
Well, look at this, man. They are 2 wide front, 3 wide there, 2 wide back in the back, nose to tail. We got a whole pipe up there in the front. Them guys, man, are storming around lap 34.70. Out front, Becky Burke looking very good in that 25 DuPont machines, trying to paint a picture. Hopefully he can paint one in victory lane here. John Ferson Jr. right there on the tailgate on the outside, the 69 of Aiden Young. Don't count him out. I've seen him doing miracle things in some trucks right now. You got to look up top, though. Corey Blevins looking good with David Caines right there along with him. Man, this anybody's ball game. Oh, Aiden Young chops the nose. And
oh, man, these guys are wrecking again, but Aiden Young went fishing for a lead and caught it.
Yeah, he did. He got the lead. The problem is Corey Blevins got, man, on the side-by-side there with Bucky Burke just a little bit. Guess what? Bye-bye, baby, because he went right into the wall.
Yeah, but you know who that's going to help? We were just talking about him, Ryan W. Daniels. Even though he just hit the wall, that'll keep him right back in it.
Absolutely will. Man, it was a storm. It was a cat fight, dog fight, whatever you want to call it up front. And these guys were putting to the wind here. Talladega. You saw right here in the replay, Aiden Young drops down low, and Bucky just goes up high just a little bit. Problem is he got down low, hit John Ferson up high into the wall. Target machine got hit. Oh, man. Yeah, it's not what he wanted to see right there.
Yeah, it looks like maybe the 69 moving down to get in front of the 25 might have just taken Bucky's visual away, of turn 3. Yep. He just washed up the track into the 24 and 3 there, and that spelled trouble for the whole field.
Well, you got to look, and everything happens so quick here. Everybody thinks, man, oh, yeah, well, they're okay. This is okay. Everything happens just so quickly here. You just got to...
yeah, no, everything happens so quick here. It's a matter of seconds. Like, we can watch replay a million times and think, oh, how did he not avoid that? But when you're in the truck or car or whatever, it happens so quickly that it's just really hard to avoid something like that.
Yep. Well, pit stops here. And I tell you what, these guys are probably screaming for some tires as they're coming slowly down on pit road here. I want to appreciate everybody tuning in. What's that?
I'm not sure who it was, but someone kicked the cone.
Well, don't be out there kicking the cone now. He didn't do anything to y'all. Shame on y'all. That poor cone takes abuse,
he was just
man.
hanging around and someone just punted him. It's like some people took fuel only, though.
I see that. Looks like John Ferson might have took just fuel only. Bucky Burke might have only took 2 tires.
Yeah, these guys are definitely using strategy. I think they came in more so for just fuel to make it to the end, although
well, here's my thing.
With the cautions, I don't think they have to worry about it.
Let me ask you a question. We're at lap 36. Obviously, you know what's going on at this point. Lap 36.70. Under caution. It's been my thing always. When you're under caution, why would you not take 4 tires?
Well, track position is the biggest thing. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's super important in this race.
Yeah,
but in a bigger field, like for the sorry, I got a poke on TeamSpeak, threw me off. For the NMNTS races, for example, where we have 30 guys in the field, when it's something like that, you want to be either up front or in the very back. You don't want to be right in the middle because that's just going to spell trouble. So if you can get track position, if you haven't been out there on the tires for 30 laps, the tires aren't really going to fall off in a way that you're going to be slipping and sliding. You'll be pushing a little bit, but it's manageable. And so if you can just get fuel, stay out front, it'll benefit you in the long run, because if you're out front, of course, you have the best handling car.
Gotcha. Well, Sean was the one out there in the chat said he kicked the cone. He's heated. He was trying to kick that cone and make a field goal out of it. And Ryan W. Daniels is dying for an interview. I don't know why, because he ain't done nothing in the race right now except for hit the wall and hit other trucks.
Yeah, that poke that I got was actually asking about interviews too. I don't know if you want to move him up, move him to our channel in TeamSpeak mid-race, but...
well, he's at during caution right now, so I tell you what, we'll go and talk to Ryan W. Daniels just to make him happy here, folks. Hang on a second. Ryan W. Daniels, Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing great, but it seems like you're a pinball ball out there on the track.
Yeah, it's been rough sledding so far tonight. Tried to run at the back early. Figured, no, we got some fast repairs. There was a error when putting up the session, so we've all been gifted with unlimited fast repairs for the evening. That's why everyone's still in the race. But we're right now we're trying to work my way back to the front. Me and the 64 got together a little bit earlier, just a little bit of bump drafting gone wrong, but I think I got a truck that can get up there.
Well, when you got up there, it looked like, man, you were fishing at the buffet line at the Golden Corral. So, we wish you the best, man, getting back up there.
Well, thank you. All these guys are going to have nightmares about kids eating free tonight when I take the win.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's get back to it, because it's about to go back green flag racing, my man.
All right. Good.
All right. Well, there we go. We got an interview in with who's TJ Gaming? Who's that? I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's
give me your
just
name.
saying interview him even though he's not even in the race.
That's what I'm saying now, Al. Where you interviewed you? How you doing, TJ? I was about to get set to go back green flag racing here, Andrew. This pace car's going to take that hard left turn off of pit road. Bucky Burt, the man out front. John Ferguson Jr. is going to be starting them out there with him. Sean Muir right there. He's going to be in third. Hayden Young's going to be right along with him. David Gaines in fifth. Grayson Trexler sixth. Here we go. This guy's real slow pace as he crawl right up there to where the green flag is going to fly. Going to be lap 38 here, 70. They are stacked up. Now they're going through the gears. Takes them about a lap or so to get back up to speed again. John Ferguson Jr., Bucky Burke out front. They are definitely side by side, storming into turn number one here. Folks, it's been a thriller so far. If you're just tuning in, we're at Talladega Motor Speedway here. Awesome. And Tyler Justice. Oh, okay, cool. TRRL Challenger Series here. Talladega Motor Speedway, 70 laps on lap 38, coming on lap 39 to 70. These guys are in the old style truck. Joe White up here in the booth, accompanied by Andrew Kennelly tonight. And it's been a heck of a race so far.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Although we do have Corey Blevins off the pace. Looks like he was just exiting the pits there. So these guys will have to maneuver their way around him. He'll go 2 laps down when they do catch him.
Yeah, absolutely. If they catch him in the turn, best thing to do is for him to go high, they go low. I say on the back stretch, front stretch. Yeah, front stretch or something like that. Definitely go, man. Go low and then all go high. So they are going to catch him in the turn. He needs to go a little higher than that. They're going to get by.
Yeah, that was really close, but I think he's just trying to use the side draft to kind of slow these guys down and make it so he doesn't lose the pack again.
Yeah, problem is that's a dangerous game to play right there, to be in a lap down car. You don't want to be the cause of taking out half the field. That's cost a lap down, but he does catch the back end. Good thing about it is he's under caution. He'll be the lucky dog as long as he ain't in it, or the calls of it, one or the other. But right now up front, John Ferguson Jr. is out front. He's got a heck of a drafting partner. Aiden Young, he's on the outside. David Kane's been right there behind him. Sean Mears is another man there. Look at Bucky Burt, almost turned to 69.
Yeah, these guys are just jumping around like we've been documenting all race. They are really, they're aggressive on the back of the bumper, and that is not safe for these trucks, but it's really exciting for us in booth and the fans watching.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the way this race is right now, definitely exciting for us. Not something these drivers want to see, because look at the jockeying around that they're doing up front. I mean, it's just so close. Like you just said, these trucks, man, are a handful. Look, a bunch of Bronco bulls, man, riding down here. They're going to take it 3 wide in the turn. Those are wrecking the back. Sure
and
is.
there they go. They almost had it saved, and then there was another incident.
Ooh, Bucky Burke went for a ride.
Yeah, that just messed up a bunch of trucks.
Yeah, it did. Oh, Bucky Burke, boy, he went up on top of another truck, went on there, and he looked like he was trying to paint that guy's hood. So watching the replay right here, just to kind of see, we saw a truck, man, go. It looked like the 64 back there. Yeah, he bumped another truck, and the 9 got back in. He got loose. And Bucky got up into the wall, came off the wall, right into the 32, and it was just, or 82, excuse me. And then from there, it's just a chain reaction, man. And, unfortunately, we were just talking about Corey Blevins. He got involved
he's
with
going to
that.
have to catch some more yellows, because he got junked right there again.
Yeah. Well, Bucky Burke's trying to back his truck down the track.
Hey, well, that takes a little bit of skill, but I think what kind of played
dead
into that wreck was the 25, I think, was blinking through that corner, so I think that kind of played into it. I'm not sure if you saw the same thing, but I saw him blinking a little bit, so that might have been why he hit that wall there. So,
man, I hate that. Well, I want to appreciate everybody coming out. What's going on, Brooke? How you doing out there? Well, unfortunately, you tuned in at the wrong time on Bucky's end there, as I think the motor's blown on it. That's why he's just coasting into where he is. Get as close as he can to pit road, so if he does have to tow it, he will go a lap down here, and you can get as close as you can so the tow won't be as long, and use a fast fix, get it back out there, hopefully in another caution, as long as he's not in it. Definitely get that lap back.
yeah, so I don't know if you want to roll a replay real quick, but there was a bit of an incident when the 96 was coming to the pits there.
What happened to him?
Well, he was coming over the mic saying go around me. I think he was coming up to Bucky to push him into the pits, and I think it just didn't. I don't think the message quite got to Travis Lonice, who ended up getting him in the back. But hey, this race has a bunch of fast cars. Like they said, it was just a mistake there on Bucky's part, I guess. But they should be right back in it, no problem. Yeah, I think Ryan was trying to push Bucky into the pits, but he still has to turn around, and he's slow, so I don't think that's going to work too well.
Absolutely. Well, it's been a thriller so far. I mean, these guys right now definitely they're doing what they need to do. Lap 42 of 70, and sure there's been quite a few cautions here and there, but it's the old style truck. It's to be expected, and these things just don't handle as good, don't draft as good. And I will say this, and it's probably about the first time you'll ever hear me say this about a plate track. In this truck, on this package, you probably need some skill to handle these cars around a plate track. So there you go, folks. I said it. Ryan, hopefully you heard it.
Yeah, no, with these are even some of the other cars that are really bouncy, like the Xfinity cars, sorry. They take a lot more skill than it might look like. They are definitely really ill handling to drive around these tracks, even though it's mostly wide open and turn left.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I say, I want to appreciate everybody coming out here tonight. Guess we're in for a thriller here, and I'm loving every minute of it. So, just checking out something here right fast. Excuse me, folks. You can go ahead and talk, don't you, Andrew?
Yeah, we got Tyler Justice in the chat saying this is his home track, and I believe he was actually at the Cup race over the weekend.
I think he was. Yeah, it was his home track, though. He was in the Monday Night Thunder one this past week. Didn't have too much luck there, but again, hey, you know, who does sometimes?
Yeah, no, to play in with the whole skill aspect of just keeping your car in one piece, you're also at the liberty of everyone else in the field, so it does take a lot of luck.
Absolutely. Okay.
So it looks like Race Control was kind enough to grant a few wave rounds to Corey Blevins.
Okay, good deal. Trying to get back everybody, you know, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Trying to get everybody back on point. Back around
yeah,
here,
no, for sure.
very good.
Yeah, for sure. It's really cool to see that they're, at least in this spirit of an event, trying to keep everyone in the race.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd hate for, you know, the ringer, man, to have any bad luck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he's sitting there in, it looks like, 10th right now.
Absolutely.
And as long as he keeps that thing in the top 10, well, all your kids will eat free. We wish, right?
Well, yeah, true.
All right, well, we got Aiden Young and Sean Meyer right back up top, and those two have both looked really, really strong in this race. So you think they'll go to the front?
I think they will. I mean, right now, David Kane's right there. Like I said, Aiden Young, man, is on the outside. John Ferguson Jr. now, he knows how to drive a truck around, and looks very good. You know, obviously we've got Sean Meyer right there on the outside. So, and then Justin R. Anderson right there in 5th, round out top 5. So, but the way I've seen this track so far here, Andrew, man, it just it seems like anybody's race.
Oh yeah, this is definitely everybody's race, but that top 5 especially has looked really good so far. We've got the 3, 69, 15, 00, 44, and we've been talking about those numbers all race, Joe.
Absolutely. Well, you know, that's what it is. You got to be there at the end to win it. And definitely right now, these guys, man, are putting it to the win to try to be there at the end. We still got 14 trucks of the 15 on the lead lap. You know, Bucky Burke's 3 laps down. He'll try to get those back if we can. As I got a feeling we're not done with the cautions, even at lap 44.70, folks. So right now, we're looking at 25 laps as they're going to go across the line here. Lap 45. The pace car is going to head off down into turn number 1. Oh, excuse me, pace car's going to head off on the pit road. The trucks are going to head off into turn number 1 here as they go slow, slow, slow as they gather up 2 by 2. I got a truck blinking on the outside there for some reason. He's going to pull out. And there we go. They hammer through the gears. Down on the pedal, man. Right now, Aiden Young, David Kanes, they're door to door. They're door to door behind him and all the way back here as they head off into turn 1.
Yeah, and like we said, the 6900 up top, they're hanging right with those leaders so far, so we'll see if they can maybe force themselves up to the lead.
Yeah, right there. Well, I tell you, how could you possibly be out with unlimited fast repairs, Bucky? Come on now. There'll be some more cautions. You know there will be. As right now, man, David Kane's trying to hang on to it up front. Got Aiden Young firing on the outside of him. John Ferguson Jr. pushing. There's a lot of jockeying around going on in the back there amongst the trucks. That's Ryan Daniels trying to bring it to the front. Man, I tell you, whew, some hard racing.
Yeah, we saw in the back, like you mentioned, Travis Lownice and Grayson Trexler were jockeying around. They almost had a bit of a moment there, but now we've got that target truck, I believe the 50, looking well.
Absolutely right there, man. Well, still out front, Aiden Young. David Kane's right there with him, but they are still 2 by 2 and side by side. Sean Meyer on the outside. He's looking very good. Don't count out, man, Justin R. Anderson, as it is a 4, 5, 6 truck battle up front. Ryan Daniels trying to make something happen in the back, try to get up there and dice it up a little bit with him, too. As, man, I tell you, at this point, I just don't really think, man, it's time to hang back. Just go to the front and see what you got, and hope you got enough, man, to stay up there and you don't get in trouble. Right now, that top lane, you got 3 trucks up top, 4 trucks on the bottom. Looking good as they storm off, man, at lap number 47.70.
And I think as far as making a pick to win this race, we just got the best piece of information we could have gotten. You saw that 6900 pair up on that restart, and they got right out there, but the 69 left him. Oh, and there's a bobble from Aiden. He got pushed from 15 real bad in the corner.
Yeah, he did. Well, John First gave him just a little bump right there. You got Ray Richards on the inside of it. Look at that outside lane trying to storm, going down the back stretch, looking very good doing it. But up front, though, that inside lane's trying to hold its own as they head off into turn 3, coming out of turn number 4. That'll make it lap 48 of 70 this time by.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, no matter where I am in this field right now, I want to get right in front of that double O on that final restart and be on the top side, because he just got the 69 out to the front, and then both the 3 and himself out front on the bottom. He has got a strong truck, and he knows what to do with it.
Absolutely right there. Definitely knowing how to draft right there. They got to play a little bit, man, with the temperatures. You can't stay tucked up underneath them for too long, man. You can't blow these things sky high. So got to step it out just a little bit. Ryan Daniels jumps on the inside down there. He's going to look to help that bottom lane a little bit and try to push him off. Man, look at them trucks jockey around going down the back stretch.
Yep, and now we've got the 15 of John Fersham Jr. hopping up to the top. I think they might be able to form a run for the lead here.
Absolutely riding along here inside with Aiden Young just to see what he sees right on the out front side of his machine. As he got that CRC right in front of him. He's going to try to push John Fersham Jr. to the front. David Kane's the man up there. Sean Hire right there on the outside. Sean Mears, excuse me, on the outside of him, or inside of him, excuse me. And, man, that outside lane, seems like when they get up there, Andrew, it kind of stalls out and they have to back up.
Yeah, no, like I said, the only guy that looked like he could push a truck out front from the top was definitely Sean Meyer in that double O. So like I said, if I'm anyone in this field, I want to get right in front of him on the final and start ready to go to the front.
Well, right now, he looks like he's content to stay right there on the tailgate of that number 3 machine, which might be a smart thing to do as a lap 49 to 70. Is to stay where you're at. Keep a pushing until the last lap, and you push, man, right on around him, hopefully, and see what's happening. Patience can play a key. Man, Ryan Daniels goes low.
And there goes Sean Meyer looking at the top.
Yeah, that knocked him out of line. Oh, the 82's loose. Oh, man. Hate to see that on his end. Yeah, Mark Richter, or Justin Richter, whichever one you want to call him. These guys have like 9 million names out here.
Yeah, I was actually just about to bring Justin up. We hadn't talked about him all race, and then, of course, right when I was going to mention him, he lost it in that trial. Like I said, if you get right down there on those bumps, the truck just was real squirrely, I guess.
Well, he had to check up. They got dicey up front. Ryan Daniels went on the inside, and it looks like he just got a little loose in the trioval. When he did, it went out from under him. He got into John Fersham. Unfortunately, Aiden Young was right there. There's nowhere to go. Again, like I said, they got fast fixes here. They'll be able to get them back going. So, man.
I think he was maybe trying to let Ryan back in. I believe Justin, Ryan, and Aiden are all on the same channel on TeamSpeak. Yeah. So I think they were trying to get a line going, but Aiden he had a bit of a run and caught Justin right in the right rear and just turned him right around.
Absolutely. Well, right now, man, we appreciate everybody coming out. Yeah, we're late nighting it. Burning a midnight oil, whatever you want to call it here. OSR Network, man, live, YouTube, Facebook, live, Twitch, and on Twitter. I call it Twitter, whichever one you want to call it. Or check us online simracingnetwork.com. So we're live here, and you hear my bird in the background. He approves too. TRRL Challenger Series, Talladega Motor Speedway here for the Super Speedway, old style trucks. So we call it the old style trucks because these are, the older ones that they used to have before the newer ones that they got now, 2015 and up. So, it's been a thriller so far, though.
Yeah, this is kind of the Austin Dillon era truck, if you will.
Yep. Yeah. Well, still thinking 69 is going to bring it up there, or 00?
Well, the 00 is going to be on the outside by himself this time, so we'll see if, as the lead, actually, I don't know if these guys are allowed to change lanes, but I thought for a second maybe the 3 was going to have to choose that outside lane, but that 00, no matter where it is, I think will be a better pusher than leader so far, it seemed, but I do want to bring something up real quick, Joe. I was just noticing as I have this up on my iPad, OSR Network is right at 498 subscribers. So if you're watching this stream and you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? You got to subscribe to this channel right now. Let's get Joe to 500.
Well, I appreciate that. Who has the fastest lap right now? Well, the fastest lap of the race. Well, let me look at my chart right here, right fast. Let's see. Justin Anderson had a 49.029. Grayson Trexler had a 49.028. Those two guys right there, your two fastest. Grayson Trexler has put down the fastest time of all time here. Of those is a 49.028, and Justin R. Anderson with a 49.029. So that's your fastest. Fastest, what you call it in the fastest lap of the whole entire race.
Yeah, and speaking of fastest laps, I went back and just looked at the qualifying results. Our leader, David Keynes, in the number 3, didn't even qualify. He started 12th.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, David Keynes, like I say, to me, plate track racing, qualifying, I know everybody loves to start a pole or want to get a pole. I mean, to me, you can start the back and still come to the front. I mean, plate track racing, really, I hate to say it this way, qualifying doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but in a way, it's not like a crucial thing like it would be at Charlotte or Bristol or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you were to race in MNTS with us, the Iceman from the Netherlands, Eric Tesker, he always likes to start in the back on these races, so that kind of says something, you know. You either, like I said earlier, you either want to be right out front leading or you want to be in the back. There's just no in between.
Absolutely. And you talk about Eric Test. That man definitely, we call him that for a reason. Calculated, cold. He definitely knows when to make his moves. Very patient man on the track. Unlike a guy out there in the chat called Tyler Justice, we call him Mr. Excitement. Well, we call him that for one reason. He's heavy metal, man, from the green flag all the way to the checker flag. And sometimes, but here lately, I'll give him credit. He showed a little patience on the tracks, had to. So, but most time, man, he's all out, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah, Tyler, I will say, is definitely a really quick fire driver. And honestly, even though Tyler and Eric are both up front a lot, they're almost like polar opposites. And they're on the same team in my motorsports, but Tyler's really quick fire, wants to get right out to the front, but Eric is more calculated, like you were saying. He definitely wants to take his time more than anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Eric's. That's why we gave him the name. But we're at lap 52 here, 70. Getting on the closing laps here, Andrew. And anybody out there in the chat want to take bets this one ends on caution?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about asking you what the odds were in your head as far as ending this thing under yellow.
Well, let's get a quick summary right fast, though. We're lap 52 of 70, 13 lead changes. We've had 7 cautions for 23 laps. So really, well, not bad, not good, not bad, but I guess we're 50-some laps. I mean, 7 cautions in there, but I don't know. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty darn good. It probably will. I hate to say that, I would love to see it go green, but just the way these trucks are handling, I just don't see it. Yeah, I mean, I just really hate saying that, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, we've seen the way these guys have pushed all night, and it's been really aggressive all night long, and now we're coming up in just inside of 20 to go. When you start putting that win out front like a carrot on a fishing line, it's going to get real sketchy. And like you said, I hate to say it, but I don't think this one will finish under green.
Yeah, well, as we're looking here, folks, man, and like I said, everybody been checked in earlier on. Man, go back and check out that hardline race, Richmond International Speedway. It was a thriller, 175 laps there. Those guys, man, had a heck of a hard time here. As we're gonna have about, well, when we go back green, if the lights on that pace car goes out this time, Andrew, and let's see if it does when it goes across the line, we're gonna have 15 laps to go. And in the back of your mind, I know that's like a lot of these guys are going to think, hey, that's go time, you know?
Yeah, in my head, whether this was a unlimited fast repair race or not, this is, you know, as a driver, this is when I want to go. Although, Chemo Conklin pointed out in the chat, you just hit 500 subscribers, Joe.
All right, well, I appreciate that, man. Like I've always said, that's you know, that's a testament, man, of the leagues, the viewers, drivers. Appreciate each and every one of you doing that. A lot of guys, man, they take the credit on doing it themselves. I couldn't do it with each and every one of them, of y'all out there. So appreciate that. That's an awesome thing because, man, you know, we're bringing a lot of excitement. You like racing like this? Check us out. We're gonna be here 7 days a week, and a couple nights we got some double headers. So if you like the way I ramble on, and you'll hear others up here with me, so come check us out.
Yeah, even on the dull nights, it gets exciting. So
yeah, we gotta make it exciting, man. Come on now.
Oh heck yeah, and you definitely do a good job of it. Got it. You know, you always want to put the, I guess I don't know what the word would be, but you want to thank everyone else so much. But honestly, Joe, you gotta give yourself some credit.
Well, I got my credit for sitting here so long. How's that?
Well, you know, I mean, whatever works. You do have 500 subscribers to show for it. So I mean, there you go.
Yeah, you know, and that's that. Like I say again, that's a testament, man, to a lot of the work that went into, and I appreciate it. You know, each and every one of it. Still got some goals here at All-Star Network I'd like to get done and see to showcase a lot of these leagues, and races like this right here. As pace car's about to get set here to go off on pit road and send these machines down here. Like I said, we're going to have 15 laps here. Talladega Motor Speedway, 2.66 miles, a monster super speedway here. Old style trucks here at the TRRL Challenger Series. And we're about to get set here to heat things up here. Business is about to pick up front and has been all race long. David Keynes, he's got Sean Mears right there behind him. Or actually outside of him, he's got Christopher Matthews, though, pushing him like no other. Boy, I tell you what, the 64 Grayson Trexler, he says, I'll take the high side. We got Ryan Daniels coming up there with him. We're going to see a fight to the finish here. Hopefully these trucks come home in one piece.
Yeah, and I just want to give a shout out to Christopher Matthews, going from all the way back from much of this race up to third place, trying to get up to second now behind the double O of Sean Meyer, who just got out into the lead, and Sean moves down.
Yeah, I think he wants that inside lane. I don't think he wants to stay up high for long. It's not where he wants to be at. I think his home run is down low, and that's where he's wanting to stick at. The only problem is, does he have a dancing partner? And I think he probably would much rather be in second than out front. But sometimes in restricted plate racing, you know, I know, Andrew, you can't always pick where you want to go.
Yeah, definitely, but he's got the 5 strongest trucks, I feel like, on the bottom right now. And then Corey Blevins is kind of lingering, as you say about Zach Lindgren, in the back of the pack right now. He's coming up on the outside behind the 27.
Absolutely. Well, they are nose to tail up front, about 3-4 trucks back. Then you go back to 2x2, the 3 sets, man. 2 back on that. Oh, we got a truck. John Person and all down. Don't know if it'll be a caution because they got down the apron down there. That's the good thing about Talladega. You got a lot of runoff. Problem is, it's scattered this doggone field like a bunch of ants outside. Right now, up front, Sean Meyer, he's out front. Got David Keynes, man, pushing him along. But that outside lane, and Christopher Matthews, he's got help coming with him. Grayson Trexler on the outside, folks, about to pick up. Like we said, this is going to be the lap 57 to 70. Andrew, it's anybody's ball game at this point.
Oh, yeah, these guys will be jockeying around for the next 14 laps we have left, and man, this is something right here.
Yes,
As,
it is.
I think John Wimber says, if this doesn't get your blood pumping, you're a born person.
Absolutely. Born individual. That's what it says. And right now, definitely, if you don't like this kind of racing, even in the back there, man, they are jockeying around, fishtailing going down the bad stretch here. They are still 3 trucks high, 3 trucks low. So a 6 truck, man, side by side, tandem style up front. Behind them, they are nose to tail and a couple of side by side there. Man, they are still locked together, hotter than glue up front. And there's nobody giving it in. Sean Mears up front. He's on the inside, outside Christopher Matthews as they coming down here. Lap 53 of 70.
Yeah, but this thing is definitely not over yet. Like we were just talking about a lap ago, anything can happen here. We see all these guys jockeying around, and I believe if those guys just shy of the front pack and get enough of a run, they might be able to make it 3 wide and go straight out front.
Absolutely. Ooh, I'll tell you what, the 64 right there, boy, just got a little wiggly. Grayson Trexler trying to bump draft, and that's the thing with this truck. Look at how wiggly and how much those trucks are dancing around behind them right there. You got to be very precise. Don't hit them in at the wrong time in the turns.
Yeah, no, these guys have to be precise right now. They have to get every bump as square as they can, but not everyone will be like that. I guarantee you here we're going to see a late race caution and an awesome late race restart.
Absolutely. We're right here. Sean Mears is bringing them to the line. I got to tell you, if it does go in the green, we're going to see a nail biter here to the finish, folks, because what you see right now is what you're going to get. Unless these guys up here decide, hey, we're all done and we're going to take each other out, these guys are going to be stuck together like this all the way to the finish. You got Sean Mears out front. Number 3 of David Keynes is pushing him. Two trucks out front. Their nose to tail. Whoa, now David goes high. This might be what Sean might want.
Yeah, I think if you can get in front of Sean, yeah, you'll have a great shot at leading the race until he decides to make his move. I think he's been honestly the strongest truck all night.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, like I say, he would probably rather see that 3 truck be able to get in front of him if he can, drop down in front of him, then they could just push each other. Boy, I tell you, Ray Richard, man, very, very right there. It's got Corey Blevins on his back deck lid. Man, they are tailgating, and that's what I thought. The 3 trucks dropped down because they work together very well. The only thing is, he's going to have to push up there. I think we might see what we were just talking about.
Christopher Matthews. There was a big gap from the 3 back to the 00. So you saw Christopher Matthews be able to get right out front with help from the 64. And there he goes, right to the lead on the bottom.
Yeah, he does. Well, you can't pass behind that, below that yellow line there. Christopher Matthews, a man out front. Well, it worked out for the 3 and the 00 up front, as they are still nose to tail. Man, I tell you, these trucks are jockeying around. Very good driving job these guys are doing up here to not just take it out. As this time by, it's going to be 9 laps to go. Like we said, these guys, wow. That's all. That's the only word I can use is just wow.
Yeah, and we see Aiden Young right back in the thick of things, and Sean Meyer to the box really up the inside underneath him. But shout out to Aiden Young. He went for a ride there with the 15, and he's right back in it.
Oh, and Matthews is around.
And that's what I was talking about. These guys are going to push, and they're going to wreck. And another wreck.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. No, the 3 got took out. No, wow.
So and really, it's not even getting taken out that's going to hurt the 3. He's stuck in the fence. I'm not sure I've seen anything that hard. He is actually stuck in the outside wall there.
Which one is it? The 3, wasn't it?
The 3 was stuck in the wall, and that was the second wreck. The first wreck was with the 34.
Yeah, let's. The first wreck was with the 34. Christopher Matthews. Let's go back and watch it. Right, there's 2 incidents on here, folks. The first one, so we're going to watch this replay here. Unfortunately, he was leading it, and again, bump drafting in a turn just does not work. Doesn't work with this truck. Doesn't work with the cars. Doesn't work with a new style truck. Just does not work at plate racing. Not where you want to bump draft a guy. And definitely not with these style trucks as eel handles they are. But we're watching the replay here. As we were watching it live there, either way, Andrew, they're coming into the turn. The 3, yeah, he just barely caught him. And when he did, bam, nowhere to go. But then that's not all that happened. Because the 3 machine, that's what you said. David Keynes, well.
Yeah, it looks like just the field didn't check up as much as a couple of guys in front. He ended up stuck in the wall. That's a really hard hit.
Let's see what happened here. On the replay here, number 3, because it happened actually past when the yellow came out, so I don't think they checked up in time up front. So there goes the 34, gets hit. The 3's right there. The yellow's out. Oh, the Aiden Young gets in the back, and then man, the 3 just pile drives the wall, and somebody better call 911. That dude might be dead.
Yeah, I hate to bring it up, but a 3 head-on in the wall. What's that remind you of? But I can confirm the speed of the 3 as he hit the wall was 175 miles an hour.
That's a hard hit. Well, want to appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Now, this Sunday, want everybody to tune in at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got Michigan International Speedway, the TRRL Going to be here at OSR Network. It's going to be live 100% race. Cup car action. Going to be me and Justin Richter up here in the booth. Going to bring that to you. So tune in there, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's going to be a triple header day, because we got Wednesday that evening and Monday Night Thunder ARCA Series at night. So if y'all don't get enough of me talking after that day, well, y'all must love me or something.
Yeah, and it sounds like Sunday is going to be jam-packed, and then we're going to end the night off over at NMNTS with the ARCA Series All-Star race.
That's right.
Yeah, so this is
John T.
All-Star week
Wimbish
for
is
us,
going to
so
be in that too.
Yeah, you will not want to miss any of that action.
That's right.
I can't tell you,
Well,
the Open will be something to watch, because Bradley Wilson and Michael Redding will be fighting each other to be able to race.
Time out, man. The Open won't be televised.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But
yeah, the only main part will be I'll be in Winstale doing their series, which will actually be, check this out, before the All-Star race. They actually have this coming Sunday at 7:30 or 7:15. They're going to do the Legends Cars Dirt Series Eldora.
that actually sounds like a lot of fun. I took the Dirt Legend to USA when it first came out, and that was some fun, but I haven't taken it to Eldora yet, so I might have to tune in for that one.
Yep, going to be excited, and like what you said, we're going to give you the feature there of the Monday Night Thunder ARCA Series, their All-Star race for their K&N Series on Sunday night after that. And tune in for the big one, like I say, at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Michigan International Speedway. Full 100% Cup Series style race. And that ought to be a thriller. We had a Daytona race, and man, what a race that was. It was nice to see that one.
Yeah, and I think the best news is we all should be able to catch at least most of the action from OSR that day, because there's no Cup race Sunday morning. That's tomorrow night. That's
right. There you go. Well, by the time we get done going back to green on this one, we're probably going to have about 3 laps to go. The thing about it is, one couple good things here. One, lap 70, that ends it. So that's a number you need to keep in the back of your mind. 2, if there's a caution comes out the next time around, it's over with. So whoever's out front really needs to think about that. So now Sean Mears is the man out front. You got Ray Richards right there and John Ferguson Jr. behind him. So hang on to your hats, folks.
If you thought this was crazy before, that was nothing, because I guarantee you the thought through everyone's head right now is I have to get up there in case something happens. At least that's what would be going through my head, and I guarantee you these guys are thinking the same thing. You got Corey Blevins in third. We've got Ray Richer in second, and then strongest truck all night, Sean Meyer, right back where he started first. So I mean, these guys are going to be doing everything they can to protect and to get advantage of whatever they can if they're in the back, like Ryan W. Daniels right now. I think he will be 7th.
He is right there, 7th spot, right? So they're good. Aiden Young right there in 6th, Mark Ricker in 5th. So all teammates right there in the row. I could help each other get up front here and then go from there and see what happens. But like I always say, man, tell your wife, man, go to bed, put your dog away, pet him up, tell your neighbor be quiet, because we're about to have business pick up out here. About 3 or 4 laps to go. Actually, yep, we're going to have 4 laps left. And like I say, folks, if there's a caution comes out this time, it's going to be over with here. It's been one heck of a thriller.
On that. They just threw the lights back on the pace car.
Uh-oh. Well, so we're only going to have about 2 laps to go. 3 laps.
All right, it looks like Bucky's waving a couple of guys by. David Kane's being the biggest of them. So yeah, it looks like they just wanted to get a couple cars back on the lead lap, which is totally respectable. It's going to be a shootout either way. So yeah, there goes the 3 truck on the outside, but this is... My heart rate got going for a second. False alarm, though.
Yeah. Calm down, people. It's all right. Well, like you just said, it's not over with. The thing about it is here, it's going to be in, at this point, I still say it's going to be, even though we see the 00 up there, the way these trucks have been drafting, the way they've been handling, I feel like it's probably inevitable that there's going to be a big one up front or something. But it's just anybody's ball game, because, man, these trucks do not look like what the other trucks are when they draft or anything. just very ill handling monsters.
Yeah, anything can and will happen on this restart. I mean, we've got so many good trucks up there, and of course they're all fixed, so they're all on the same level playing field. It really comes down to the drivers and how well they can work the draft.
Absolutely. Well, I want to appreciate everyone coming out. You came out tuned in at the right time. Like I say, we're about to have a thriller here. We're going to have about 2 laps to go when we go back green flag, this time by Talladega Super Speedway. What's going on, Michael Lawyer out there? Talladega Super Speedway here, 2.66 miles, a monster track here. Super Speedway action for the TRRL Challenger Series, old style trucks. It's been a thriller, so we're about to get down here for business picking up time. When they cross that line, it's going to be lap 67 to 70. They're going to have 3 laps to go. The thing about it is their caution comes out then, it's over with. So whoever's out front, that's got to be in the back of your mind that it's go time.
Yeah, this will almost be a true green-white checkered here. We're only going to have a couple laps, and the way these guys have been going, this will be crazy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think John's still in there. I'm not sure. He needs to be on the track out here. He probably come to the front. Well, I don't even want to call who's going to be able to come to the front here, but we're definitely going to call this action here, though.
Yeah, this is anyone's ball game right here. As long as you get a good enough start and find the right drafting partner, you can come back from where Chris Matthews is in 10th and win this.
And then, you know, obviously nobody wrecks and no big one. You're right. We can come back to it. So, pace car's coming into turn number 3 out of it. Turning into turn 4. It's going to roll down there, coming into the tri-oval. It's going to take that hard left turn on pit road. And a long walk. These guys are going to do very slow as they go through the tri-oval here to catch that green flag. Going to be lap 67 to 70, folks. And it's in the back of your mind as a driver at this point. Wow, what do I got to do to stay out front? These trucks have been ill handling all race long. I don't know who I could trust, and even if I can trust, can they hang on to their truck? But here we go, very slow march to the front. It's going to take them about a lap to get up to speed, as it has been all night long. Green flag in the air, lap 67. Like I said, once they cross that line, their caution come out this time, it's going to be over with. So if they have a big one, that's something you got to think about right there. They are still stuck together like glue. Sean Meir right up front. Ray Richards on the outside. He's got help with Corey Blevins pushing him, though.
Yeah, my pick, Corey Blevins, right there in 3rd. He'll be able to get that. Oh, well, never mind. He just spun out.
Well, is that going to bring a caution? Are they going to get off the field in time? I don't know.
I saw the 82 flipping back there, so we'll see.
And if he stays off the track, it might be okay as long as they get going. We're still under green. That's Ray Richards, the man up front. Sean Meyer right there behind him. Boy, I tell you what, he stucks up on the back deck lid of the 44 machine as they're coming around this time by lap 68 to 70. They are still 2 by 2. John Ferguson Jr. on the outside. Aiden Young right there. Big one in the front. And that's it.
So Sean Meyer, strongest truck all night, was able to avoid that one.
And I think he's going to be the winner. Or
he definitely should be. Yeah, they're not racing it back. That is definitely caution. That's game over.
Yep, that is game. Wow. So let's go back and watch that one right here again. We saw it at the start-finish line. Wow. Awesome, awesome run as they stormed out of the gate here. Gonna watch these guys, man. Yeah, John Ferguson got there. Ray Richard hit the wall hard. And he just got bounced over and over and over, end over end. Well,
yeah, what I think happened there was the double O on those bumps on the bottom just washed up a little bit and just barely caught the 15. But that's Talladega right there. That's
really
it.
That's
not
going to
even
put it
Sean's
in.
fault.
So Sean right here is going to win it, but we're going to watch this replay one more time, and we're going to ride with Sean on this one. See just how close it was when they come across that line, because they were right there at the line. Now we're going to watch it in slow-mo here. He avoids the wreck. Ryan Daniels almost, if that caution wouldn't have flew, man, he's going to finish in 2nd. But boom, right there. Just very, very close, folks. Wow, what a finish. That's old Ray Richards up on top of his head. But tonight's winner, It's going to be Sean Meyer, the man out front. And I'm showing.
iRacing actually gave Aiden Young a spot back, so Aiden Young now is P2. That'll push Brent
as long
Scott
as he don't
to
blow
third.
up within a lap.
If
Yeah,
that
as long as
engine
he don't
goes
blow up.
in
So
these
it's not
next
official.
2 pace laps. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he's still got to make it, folks.
That's 5 miles, so we'll see
Yeah.
if that engine hangs on.
Yeah, he's smoking bad. We're riding along with him right now. We're actually riding along with Sean here, so we'll stay with this here just a little bit. As this one's over, we obviously know Sean Meyer's the winner here. Thing about it is, what we're watching here is we're watching that 69 machine on the apron down there. He is smoking. He is currently scored in second spot. Thing about it is, if he blows up and can't make it around here in the next 2 laps, he's got 2 laps to make it too, Andrew. He's got to make another 2 laps.
Yeah, he's still got to go 4 miles here. I'm not sure if that engine will hang on.
Well, we're going to watch right here because I tell you what, he is.
There it went. I think that was it.
Uh-oh.
It had a spurt there where it lost smoke, but now it's back to smoking. Never mind. I think he's still going.
Right. Well, Brett Scott's the man behind him going, please, please blow up.
Yeah, and just think about Ryan Daniels. He can get up into that top 3,
Ryan
interview
Daniels
spot.
can get up in that 3rd spot. I mean, he don't want his teammate to have misfortune. Obviously not, but, it stopped, and I think that might be it. Actually, you know what? I could tell you right here.
It keeps doing that. I don't know if he's maybe shutting it off and trying to restart it, but that would just jeopardize him.
Let's watch it right here for a second. I can watch a little tattletale needle here on the stream and let you know right now that thing's jumping around at about 3,500 RPMs jumping. Let's see if it cuts out on him or if he's actually cutting it out to try to maybe save it, because he's having to run about 82 mile an hour. So he knows he's going to have to hold on. Right now, he's still doing a good job. I mean, it's holding up. But, you know, it's a daunting feeling to know that any time that thing could just go boom and it's over with.
Yeah, it sounds like he's got it in 3rd or 4th gear, though, keeping it at low revs. So that
will right now, yep.
That will keep it from overtaxing itself. So he might be able to roll back around for 2.5 more miles.
Well, all he's got to do is go down the long back stretch and around turn 3 and 4 and through the tri-oval. He's got it.
It does definitely sound like it's skipping, though. Going into 1 there as he was on the apron, it skipped out for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, we're still watching the tattletale needle right there. I mean, you can see it jumping 3,400 RPMs. It's not moving above that in 4th gear. He's running about 78 mile an hour. So he's got to make it down the back stretch here. He's got to go through turn 3 and 4. That's wow, anticipation.
Yeah, I think this is the most suspenseful part of the race.
Yeah, no doubt. As we're watching the truck right here, I think he's going to make it. I might say that and it'll blow up on him, but I think he's going to make it.
Yeah, and Bucky put a good point in the chat a couple minutes ago. He was saying that they're still learning how to drive with each other. It's Talladega. Again, that's a very good point. You know, these guys might not have raced with some of these others before, so it's a learning curve.
Well, I think, man, we're good to go here. Aiden Young could almost coast that thing at 70-some mile an hour to the start-finish line. It'd be good to go.
Yeah, I think he'll make that thing hang on just long enough.
Yep. Well, tonight's winner, folks, as he crosses that line, takes the checkered flag. Sean Meyer, man, held on in a thriller, and Aiden Young brings a battle bruised up and beaten truck to 2nd spot. Brent Scott's going to hang on for 3rd. Man, what a finish. What a finish there.
Oh, and Ryan's going to go finish him off. Oh, maybe he's just going to push him.
Just going to push him around, I think.
But yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah, no, that's a great win for Sean Meyer. So if he comes back and watches this, congratulations, sir. You got a great run, honestly.
Absolutely. Well, are they in the team speak? Is Sean Meyer in the team speak?
I do see him in TeamSpeak in the PSFH channel.
All right, hang on a second. Well, we want to get the 3rd place man is Brent Scott in here.
I don't see Brent in here.
Uh-oh. Well, all right. Well, we finished fourth? Didn't Ryan Daniels finish fourth?
That was our plate track king.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, we'll just interview him then. How's that? Ryan W. Daniels, Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
I'll tell you what, you held on there. We didn't see Brent Scott up here in the team speak, so we figured we'd bring you off down here. You pulled it off and ended up down there in fourth spot here tonight. And it's just a wild track, wild race. I mean, these trucks are a heck of a lot different than what the normal trucks are here at Daytona and whatnot. But how did the truck feel, and how did everything feel out there?
Oh man, it was a lot of fun out here tonight. Really thought that we had a shot at the win there on the coming to the end, but very proud of my teammate Aiden Young, bringing it home in second here tonight. Proud of the effort that all of Iceman Motorsports put forth tonight, because being able to run the inaugural TRRL Contender Series is pretty cool for all of us to be able to participate in it.
All right, well, you came back, man. You had a little misfortune early on in the race. Came back up there, finishing off in fourth spot. And what a wild first race here in the TRRL Challenger Series. Good luck there on the first outing here at Talladega Motor Speedway.
And just, Joe, before you let me go, just so you know, Bucky is actually giving the team speak. We're going to try to get all of the top 3 in here for you.
Okay, that's about, well, the only one that I'm going to missing right now is Brent Scott.
All right, we are going to try to get him in for you as soon as we can.
Sounds good. All right, appreciate it, Ryan.
No problem, man. Thank you.
All right, well, while they're trying to do that, we're going to get a hold of the second place man tonight. Well, it actually would have been Aiden Young, which, yep, he's up there. Aiden Young, this is Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
I got you, Joe.
Well, I'll tell you what. I know your heart had to be pounding there going around for 2 laps because that motor was spitting and sputtering, and you got a battle-tested truck came across the line, but you did come across in second spot. They can't take it away from you. Oh, man, that was a wild finish there in the end of this one.
Oh, yeah, that was a little nerve-wracking. The last 2 laps, I was nervous.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, being able to bring it home in second, man, how does that make you feel, man, being able to bring that truck home tonight here? First race here at the TRRL Challenger Series at Talladega.
That makes me feel awesome, just getting this truck home safe, even though it's a Talladega race, but it's difficult. These guys are a good bunch of guys. They're tough racers. Glad to come home second.
Absolutely. You got to be out there. You want to thank for the second place tonight, man?
Ryan Daniels, Iceman Motorsports, Bucky Burt, you guys, everyone out there that was watching, Ryan's friends, everyone that comes out to support me.
All right, well, good luck, man. I tell you what a heck of an outing here tonight, man. Second place runner-up there tonight, Aiden Young, the TRRL Challenger Series at Talladega Speedway. Good job on that second place.
Thank you.
All right, Andrew, I'm going to go on down here to Victory Lane where the confettis are flying and the man's very happy. Sean Muir, I'll tell you what. And, well, before I do that, we just got third place man coming to Team Speed, so let's get him right fast. Brett Scott, Joe White in the booth, got a copy? Brett Scott, this is Joe White in the booth, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, you held on there to be in third. I know you was looking out in the front mirror there going, please blow up in front of you. You could have maybe pulled out second, but nonetheless, man, good job avoiding that incident there. And a wild final laps of Talladega, man, here. How'd the truck and how'd it feel out there?
It was fun, but even if Aiden had blown up, I would have pushed him around. He deserved second.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, man, it was fun to watch you guys. I know that truck was a handful out here, at Talladega, but, super speedway, super speeds, man, a heck of a truck for the inaugural TRRL Challenger Series. And congratulate you tonight for bringing it home in third. You got anybody out there you want to thank?
Hey, just thank Bucky for hosting this and for using the old trucks, because it's interesting, because these definitely drive different than the newer ones.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely a lot interesting and exciting to watch out there. You guys been jockeying around and having your hands full with these trucks on this track. So, Congratulations again, bringing that thing home in third place tonight, Brent. Good luck, man.
Thanks a lot, Joe.
Alrighty. Well, now, Andrew, we're going to go talk to the winner here. Like I was saying, very happy guy down there for bringing it home here. Tonight's winner, Sean Muir, bringing it home. We're going to find out what his last name really is here in just a second. Sean Muir, this is Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
I have a copy, sir.
All right, good deal. Well, first off, congratulations on pulling off the win. You did an exceptional drafting job up front, avoided that last wreck, mayhem out there, took the win here tonight for the inaugural TRRL Challenger Series, Talladega Motor Speedway. And second question, are we saying your last name right?
The whole broadcast, just listening to you guys. It's actually Mir, like the Russian space station is what I tell people, though I'm not Russian.
All right.
That's actually good to know.
Yeah, good deal. Sean Muir. All right, good. Well, we got it right then, I guess. So there we go. But again, congratulations on pulling off the victory here tonight, man. How you feel about that win, and how did that truck feel, man, this whole entire race?
The Chevy felt really good all race. Felt very good. Powerhouse, just motoring. I got behind somebody, was able to push them, do whatever I felt like I wanted to do. Just whoever I had in front of me, I was using them as a snowplow. As far as the win, I don't feel very good about it. I made a mistake, and I apologize to, I think it was John, that I accidentally took out. I feel real bad about it. We're going to have a really great finish there. I was hoping to get my teammate Ray up there, get him a win. Been nice. But yes, that's the way the cookie crumbles at Talladega.
Yeah, so if I may, Joe, I gotta ask our winner, what was the difference, maybe, because it looked like you were the best pushing. What was the difference, maybe, between pushing with this truck and the new truck?
This truck is usually a little bit better pushing-wise. It's really good in two-car tandems. That's kind of why they went away from it, and they wanted to go with the newer one to get more pack racing. But these model trucks are definitely really good in the tandem drafting. Believe it or not, me and Ray actually got 1 and 2 on the pole by tandem drafting in the open qualifying, while everyone else was sitting in 4, 5, 6 car packs.
Awesome, good deal. Well, it's good to know, man, because we were definitely up here, man, watching some exciting racing throughout this entire thing. But hey, you pulled off the victory tonight, nonetheless, here at Talladega Motor Speedway for the TRRL Challenger Series inaugural race. Got anybody out there you want to thank?
I want to just thank Pit Stops for Hope Motorsports. They do a lot of good things for children and stuff like that. A lot of homeless children and just underprivileged children over in the North Carolina area. Bucky for putting this on, Ryan for being an admin, and just all the team members. Yeah, Brent finished in 3rd. Ray, unfortunate for him, would have been easily top 3. Bucky just had a fortunate event where he decided to go backwards and got DNFs from the race, but we'll see what it does next week.
All right, well, again, congratulations for pulling it off here at Talladega Motor Speedway. Sean Mears right there, tonight's winner. Sean, appreciate it, man.
All right, guys, you have a good race. Good night. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, Andrew, we'll go down the running order here. Results tonight: Sean Muir pulls it off in victory lane. Aiden Young in 2nd. Brent Scott there in 3rd. Ryan W. Daniels in 4th. Justin R. Anderson 5th. Grayson Trexler 6th. Travis Lonays in 7th. David Caines in 8th. And Austin Lonays in 9th. And John Ferguson Jr. in the top 10. Got your results up, man?
Yeah.
I'll let you go to the rest of them.
And so my personal pick, Corey Blevins, took P11, followed by Justin Richter in 12th, then Ray Richer in 13th. Christopher Matthews pulled off 14th, and like our winner mentioned, Bucky Burt had that unfortunate DNF, ended up 31 laps down in 15th.
All right, well, that concluded it tonight, folks. I tell you what, it was a thriller all race long, and appreciate it. Tune in, man. I tell you what, Andrew, got any final thoughts for tonight?
Well, I definitely didn't quite expect that kind of an actual response about the way the truck are pushing. They were just, seems like they're very different from the new ones, but it put on a great show. and it's honestly really cool to be a part of your broadcast where you hit 500 subscribers.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, man. We had a doubleheader tonight. Well, tomorrow night, late night action, Racing Freaks, man, 11:15 Eastern Standard Time here after the actual real Cup race tomorrow. Tune in, OSR Network. We're going to be here live, me and John Ferson Jr. Going to bring you that with all that action in the Cup Series there over there. Here on iRacing on the YouTube, man, with the Cup car at Kansas. So until then, tomorrow night, it's Joe White, Andrew Kennelly up here in the booth. Everyone have a good night. Appreciate you tuning in.